We're going to go straight to questions. I'll call on the reporter and they will ask you their question. Up first, we have Matt Lively with KCEN in Waco.
Hey, Jalen, I was wondering how the character of this team was molded from older guys like you who certainly experienced a lot of adversity and went through a couple tough seasons at the beginning, and how that reflects in how you guys got here.
Yeah, I would say the character really was rooted in, all of our team meetings and all the, instructions and knowledge that our coaches give us. I feel like Coach Aranda does a great job at preaching person over player and, living through your experiences. So I think with that, just understanding when you do things wrong and when you do mess up, you can learn from it and grow from it. It's not always, detrimental or even ever detrimental to, your growth. So him just, making that clear with us and just helping us understand that, helped us grow as men and also as football players. So I give a lot of credit to the coaches for that.
Okay, the next question will come from Jerry Hill with the Baylor Bear Insider.
Hey, Jalen, what are the challenges in facing this offense? Obviously, one of the best offenses in the country with one of the best quarterbacks. What do you see from them, and what are the challenges?
Yeah, Ole Miss, that, like you said, they have a great quarterback. They also have, great athletes around the field. They do a great job at going fast. And another thing that they like to do is, get your eyes in the wrong spot. They do a lot of motions, a lot of pulling, O-linemen, and a lot of crossing players. So if you're tired and you're not seeing the right things, a gap can be open and it could be a touchdown really fast. So it's very important that you, hone in on your details and focus on what you need to focus on, to make the right play. They do a great job at, trying to go fast, and that's our challenge coming up on Saturday against them.
Okay, our next question is Curtis Quillen, KCEN TV in Waco.
Terrell, how philosophical is Coach Aranda when you guys are there in the meeting room? I mean, does he get as lost talking football with you guys on the chalkboard and on the projector as he does when he's in front of a podium with us?
When it comes to Coach Aranda and our team meeting, I think he keeps it very, short and sweet and, gets to the point because, we do have, jam-packed schedules and we do have a lot of things to do. But also on the flip side, if you go into his office and talk with him, he is very, like you said, philosophical and very deep and, touches on a lot of those details that you guys hear in these, media interviews. So there's a time and a place for all of that. With Coach Aranda is just not in the team meetings most of the time because, like I said, we are a little pressed on time for the most part. But if you go into his office, you could definitely pick his brain and, get to know him and understand those things that he does, know well.
Okay, next we'll have John Werner with the Waco Tribune Herald.
Yeah. Hey, Jalen, how have you seen the defensive line develop this year? Obviously, you guys like to mix it up with blitzes and stuff, but it seems like they've been getting more tackle or sacks lately too.
Yes, sir. The defensive line is great. I've seen the growth from fall camp, even from the spring, in the workouts. Coach Aranda has always emphasized that we want to be a big man's team. We want to be led by our bigger guys. And I think that's the case now. When we go into games, it's hard for teams to run the ball against us because we have a great interior defensive line and a great interior offensive line. So I give a lot of credit to them. They're taking their job serious and they really want to make the play. So when you have that on a defense or an offense, it's very easy to play with those guys. And I look forward to it each and every week.
Okay, next question is from Darby Brown with KWTX TV in Waco.
Jalen, can you hear me? Okay. How does it feel to, be back in New Orleans? And was there any bit of relief just with the delayed arrival, getting off the plane yesterday? Now that you're there, how does it feel?
Yeah, it feels real good. I'm thankful that we're here. We've seen a lot of teams and a lot of programs across the country, get their games canceled. And it was a bit of a worry for us during the week, preparing. But, now that we've arrived in New Orleans, we feel, like it's real and we know that we're going to play now. So it's very fun to, be out here and be with our teammates and bond, and we're ready for the game.
Okay, next up, we have Jack Allen with KXXB.
Yeah, Jalen, obviously a lot's been made about your journey at Baylor, starting from the beginning when you were just a commit. At that time, did you see your career ending in a place like this? And how special is it to be playing in a game like this, knowing everything that you've been through?
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed, to come this far. I give all the credit to God for that, and him pulling me through everything, all the hard stuff and a lot of the good stuff. He's brought me through. But I'm very grateful to be in Louisiana and playing in my parents' home state. Being able to get a lot of my family to the game. It's going to be a great atmosphere, and I'm looking forward to it with my teammates.
Okay, let's go to Chris Williams with KWTX News 10 in Waco.
Jalen, I feel like we don't get to see a lot of Ron Roberts and his personality. What is he like as a coach? Is he similar to Aranda, or what's his style like?
Oh, Coach Roberts is great. He's very aggressive and very straightforward. I think he does a great job week in and week out with his approach to whoever we're playing. And he lets us know what needs to be done, and he also lets us know what he thinks the other team is going to do. So I think his transparency is probably one of his biggest strong points, and I think that allows us to go out each and every week and be confident in ourselves, because we know what our coaches want, we know what we have to do, and it's pretty easy, when he calls the plays, because we're going through it throughout the week, but we kind of understand and kind of know what he's going to call in certain situations. So it makes it very easy playing for a great DC like Coach Ron Roberts.
Okay, we have time for one final question for Jalen. We'll go with Matt Lively from KCEN in Waco.
Jalen, I'm going to take you back a few years here. Different side of the ball, but Blake Blackmar. I'm curious what his group of guys and teammates like that who were here just a few years earlier really taught you and what has stuck with you through these years.
Yeah, those guys, they were the brand. When I first came in, college football was a bit new to me. Those guys were, very seasoned and very knowledgeable about the game. But I think the main thing that they taught me was it's a marathon, and that your career is going to be long. It's about what you learn each and every day and how that sticks with you in order to, develop as the player and the person that you want to be. So guys like Taylor Young, Jordan Williams, and those guys really helped in my development. And I give a ton of credit to them on why I'm doing the things that I'm doing now, because they helped me early on in my career.
Okay, Jalen, thank you for your time this morning.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a good day.